Yeah, welcome back to my class again today. In the last class, we did the finally block, and I told you that Python has two features used in handling errors, and those features are exception and assertion. Now, we've looked at exception. Today, in this class, we want to look at assertion. Now, what is assertion? Assertion is a debugging tool that is used to test if a condition is true or not. Now, if the condition is true, the program will be executed. But if the condition is false, an assertion error will be raised, right? So that is what I want to show you in this class today. So without wasting much time, let's look at assertion. So what we want to look at now is what? Assertion, right? Assertion. Now, to do this, you use the assert keyword. Now, so what do? We are still going to use the same script that we have been using, which is what? The var_mat. So that's what we will use. So I'm going to define a function, right? I will say def. So I will define the var_mat that we have used, var_mat, and I'm going to supply my parameters A, B, C, and D, right? Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the assert statement. So here I will say assert. So this is the assert statement, right? And then I will say B not equals to 0. So this is my assert statement, which I'm using to test this condition. This parameter, right? This parameter, I'm testing it here. If it is not equals to 0, then go in and carry out the program, right? But if it is equals to 0, then it will raise the assertion error, right? So assert B not equals to 0. Then I will now come here and I will say result. I will create a result, a variable result that will hold the value that will be gotten from the calculation. So here I will say A, right, divided by B, multiply, then C plus D. We've done this a lot. So by now, if you have been following me, you will have understood this expression that we are putting out here. Now, assert B not equals to 0. Result, A divided by B, multiply, then parenthesis, C plus D. Now, here I will say return result. Right? So this is my function that I've created. This is my function. Right? This is my function. Now I am going to call this function and I'll supply the parameters to it. So here I will just say print using my print function. I will call it var_mat, and I will supply 8, 2, 2, 2, right? Then I will close this. Then I will come here again and I will say print var_mat, and I will say 8, 0, 2, 2, right? Now, this is my function that I've written. And in this function, I've introduced the assert statement. So I'm saying assert B not equals to 0. So it's going to test this condition once I supply this parameter. So this 8 will be given to A, and 2 will be given to B, 2 will be given to C, and these other 2 will be given to D. Now it will come in. It will check. It's testing it. Is B equals to 0? Is B is not equals to 0? Is that true or false? Now, yeah, this is the 2 that is assigned to B. It is not 0. So this is not true. Right? This is true. I mean, this is true. B is not equals to 0. This is true. So it will now carry out this expression, which is what? It will assign the value to A, value to B, value to C, and value to D. Then it will carry out this calculation. The answer will be stored in this result. Then it will return result back to this calling function. And then it will print it out on the screen. So this one will print out 16. you have been following me in the PyCharm when we run it, it's going to print out 16.0, right? Why this one? Then it will now move to this second line. A to be given to A, 0 will be given to B, 2 will be given to C, and this other 2 will be given to D. Then it will go in. Then it will test this, right? B not equals to 0. No, that is false because B is actually equals to 0. So in this one now, B equals 0, right? In this one, B equals 0. So this condition is not true. This condition is false. Now, at this stage now, it's going to raise the assertion error. Assertion error. Now, it's going to raise this error at this stage, right? That is what it will raise. So this one will give you assertion error. That is what it will raise in this program because the condition is false. So we will go to PyCharm and then I will demonstrate this for you to see. In the next class, I will now show you how to handle this assertion error. So let's go to the PyCharm. All right. So this is our PyCharm. Now let's me demonstrate assertion for you to see. Okay. So the first thing we'll do is we'll create our module. We'll create our file. Call it assertion lecture.py. Okay. Okay. So the first thing we'll do is we are going to define our function def var math, and then we supply a comma b comma c comma d, and then we go in and we say assert b not equals to 0, and then we go in and we say result. We declare a variable and we assign the calculation to it. So a divide by b multiply, then parenthesis open, c plus d, right? That is our mathematics. Then we say return result. All right, so our function is created. Oh, assert. I was wondering why is indicating the error. So assert. So you can see with the PyCharm, I can tell that there was an error there. So you couldn't understand that word that I was trying to use because I didn't put double S. Okay, so our function is created. Now I'm just going to call it. Now I will say print, and then I will call the variable math, right? Variable math, and then I will supply 8, 2, 2, 2, right? And then I will call it again the second time. Variable, so it's already there. I will just type, and then I will say 8, 0, 2, 2. Now, this first one is going to give me an output, which is what? 16.0. But this second one is going to throw me assertion error. So let's run the script for you to see. So you see the first one, which is this one, actually gave me 0.0, while the second one, which is this one, is throwing me assertion error. Now it's indicating it at what point? Line 7, which is this, right? Then line 2, which is what? The assertion. So in variable math, assert b not equals to 0. That is false. That's why it's throwing me what? The assertion error. So this is what I want to show you in this class. Assertion error. So in the next class, I'm now going to show you how to handle this error, just like you handle exception, right? Using the try except block. So do not forget to click on the like button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not hesitate to do so. You can equally follow me on my Facebook page. So till we see in the next class, bye-bye.